back to my little corner of the internet where we talk all things thrillers, mysteries, and suspense. And today we are going to be talking about 3 books that I've recently read and whether you should read them or not. So let's get into this video. Okay, so the first book I want to talk about is The Push by Claire McGowan. And you guys, I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It could be 3.5. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best book. Now, The Push is about 6 couples that are meeting at this baby neonatal class. They all are expecting and they're trying to learn how to become good parents. Some of these people are first-time mothers, some of these people are first-time parents, so they're just trying to get as much information as they can. So this book is about 6 couples and they're all in this group. And at the end of the class, it's like an 8-week class, they all go over to one of the other participants' house for a barbecue. So during this barbecue, someone ends up dead. And we're trying to figure out, was this person pushed or did this person accidentally fall? And why do all these people have secrets and what are they hiding? How is this related to the person that was pushed or fell off the balcony? So that is what we are trying to figure out throughout this whole story. Now, there are some couples where I was like, y'all definitely don't need to be in here. Sometimes I hate when authors do that, where they throw in too many people to try to throw you off, but it's so obvious that some of these people have nothing to do with it. But now we don't know who the person is that was pushed or fell off of the balcony, and I was trying to guess the whole time. I'm like, who is it? And then it finally hit me like a chapter before it was revealed, and I was like, oh, like that makes sense. So that was one thing. It didn't hit me, it didn't dawn on me until like a chapter before it was revealed who it was. But honestly, this was a good book. Some of the characters are annoying, very annoying, and the reveal at the end, it makes sense, but it's like, it would have been better if it went a different direction, but this direction that they went, it was fine to me. Would I recommend it? If you want a fun, quick, and easy read, then yes, I recommend it. But is it the best piece of fiction in the world? No. But you should definitely check it out. You never know if you're gonna like it or not. The next book I want to talk about is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. And you guys, this book has mixed reviews, but honestly, I enjoyed it. I know I know a lot of people didn't like it because of the turn it took, but I didn't mind. I didn't hate it. So I gave this book 4 stars, and I read it in just a couple of days, and I really enjoyed it. This book is about Casey, and she's just been having a terrible time at life recently. So she's been recently widowed. She's lost her jobs as an actress, and she's an alcoholic. So her mom's like, you are spiraling out of control. You need to go to the lake house. So the mom sends her to the family lake house, and she's just there by herself, where her husband recently drowned at the same house in the lake. So I'm like, I don't know why they would have sent her here. Her best friend is bourbon and all kinds of alcohol, and she's lonely out there, she's struggling. So she begins snooping on her neighbors across the lake. So she has this pair of binoculars. She's starting to realize like the couple across the lake is not what they seem like. It's not what it seems to be. Like, I thought they were like this golden couple. Catherine is a model, and Tom, is his name Tom? And Tom is this big like techie guy, and it seems like they would have the perfect marriage. But as she begins snooping, she's starting to realize like, no, their life isn't perfect. Eventually, Catherine goes missing, and Casey is like with the binoculars, like, where did my girl go? Like, where did Catherine go? So that is the whole mystery. She's trying to figure out, where is Catherine? Did Tom do something with her? Did he kill her? Like, where is she? So her snooping might be getting her into trouble, but it's just it's kind of funny when you think about, like, now that I've read the book, and I'm like, man, this is the turn that it really took. I was just like, this book is wild. But you definitely need to read it and see and find out what happened to Catherine. Is Casey reliable? It's like, is this an unreliable narrator kind of thing? And I think you should read it. I definitely think you should read it. And then the last book that I recently read is All the Dangerous Things by Stacy Willingham. Y'all, I am so happy I picked up another book by this author, because if you know, A Flicker in the Dark was not my favorite. It was It was all right, but I really love this one. I'm giving this one 4.5 out of 5 stars because I really enjoyed it. So All the Dangerous Things is about Isabel Drake, and her life has forever changed because her son Mason was abducted in the middle of the night. And it's been a year since, and there are no leads, no clues, no nothing. And since Mason was abducted, Isabel has not slept at all. She's taken the occasional cat naps, but she has not slept. And you can't function without sleep. So now people are starting to think, well, there are no leads, there are no clues, there was no sign of forced entry. So did you do something to your child? Did you abduct your child? And she's starting to believe that she might have done something to her child because she suffered from insomnia before. So that's how the book is being told. We're being told the story through Isabel's current point of view and then flashbacks of her childhood, where we're starting to figure out that she has had problems with her sleep and sleepwalking. But current day, she's like, I know I couldn't have done anything to my son. Like, could I? So that's the mystery. Did she do something to her son during the middle of the night because she just has insomnia, she's sleep deprived? Or did somebody else do something to the child? Did somebody else take the child? But her life is just in shambles because her and her husband have gotten divorced. She has hired a podcaster to come in and help her. Well, didn't necessarily hire him. He found her on the plane coming from one of those like true crime conventions because she's been speaking at the conventions trying to keep her son's case alive. So he found her on the plane. He was like, here's my card, let me help you. And she was hesitant at first, but then a few weeks later she calls him. And so now they're reliving the case, and she has an extra pair of eyes on it to see if they can finally figure out what happened to her son Mason. And it was a good book. It was definitely a good book. It had me questioning a lot of things the whole time. I didn't guess anything. I didn't guess the twist. I didn't guess the mystery of what happened. It was a good book. It was steady. It wasn't slow, but it was steady and it was very enjoyable. So I definitely think you should check out All the Dangerous Things by Stacy Willingham. Now, out of all 3 books that I've read, my favorite would possibly have to be All the Dangerous Things. So definitely go and check this one out. I've had this one since December 2022 because this was a book of the month pick that I had from December 22, and I'm just now reading it. So sometimes you read a book by one author and you're like, I'm never gonna pick them up again. Sometimes we need to go back and read a book by that author. So sometimes we need to give that author grace and come back and see what they have to say for themselves and if they can redeem themselves in their other books. Okay, you guys, those are the 3 books that I have recently read. Have you read any of those? What do you think? I know a couple of people have already commented that House Across the Lake was not their favorite, but if you did like it, let me know. And if you didn't like it, let me know as well. So I appreciate you guys. We are almost at 500 subscribers. I cannot believe it, and I am so excited to have you guys here. You guys have been so kind and gracious, so I appreciate all the love and support. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.